Hey everyone, I'm Mari Ray, and welcome back to more of The Sims 3 For the Realm Challenge. Before we get started with the episode today, we need to have a little bit of a chat here about the challenge. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to do this challenge anymore or anything like that. We're not stopping the challenge. I just wanted to talk about the challenge for a brief moment. And that is just to discuss sort of the way that I'm going forward with the challenge from this point onwards. So if it hasn't been obvious, we started the challenge a while back. This challenge has been going on for a while. I mean, we're like 120 episodes in, which is a little bit wild. 20 plus actually, but it's a bit wild. We're really far into the challenge, and honestly, I wanted to work in more of the lore that we sort of come up with behind the scenes with the challenge. If it hasn't been noticed, I don't know if it is or isn't, but I normally have some type of story or story beat that I kind of come up with to try to explain why things happen in the challenge. I'm a person who typically plays and lets my Sims do kind of whatever they sort of tell me they want to do, if that makes sense. Like, I'll wait for wishes to pop up before I push my Sims to do certain things and stuff like that. And I try to make lore reasons or story reasons as to why that happens. But there's some interesting lore that we sort of been chatting about in Discord and sometimes on live streams that I definitely sort of want to try to work into the challenge, but it's not something that I think would just logically happen unless I sort of work the story in myself. So what I'm hoping to go for, and hopefully nobody has an issue with this because it somewhat would take a little bit of manipulation of gameplay. I don't like manipulating my gameplay that much, and when I say that, I mean that I just sort of like let the game play itself, though that can be a little bit, I guess, on the redundant side, just because this game is pretty easy to keep Sims alive and keep things normal. Once you fall into a rhythm, it's very easy to do. For example, I've never had a Sim actually die by fire unless I put them in a room and set it on fire, or never had a Sim drown unless I put them in a pool and covered it with walls. It's very easy to keep your Sim alive and kind of stop weirdness from happening if you really wanted to. But there's some lore things, and with this being a medieval style challenge, some of the weirdness that happens in The Sims obviously doesn't work. But there's some lore things that we had talked about in the past, I'm going to say in the past, because I hadn't played for about a year, that I definitely want to try to put in here, and I'm excited to do it, and I definitely want to try to do it. I also want to improve just in general, after I took a year off and I came back, it's like, I want to be better. I got super into this again. The reason why I made the channel was to do stuff that I like, and very much so. I'm super into making these videos right now, and I'm very much enjoying it. I also super appreciate all the people who have subscribed. We're over 1,000 subscribers, which blows my mind. I never thought that I would get more than double digits, let alone being in the 4-digit number in terms of subscriber count, just because, I mean, The Sims is an outdated game, but it is a game that I genuinely love playing, and I'm really happy that people are enjoying watching it. So thank you so much if you subscribe or if you just watch the videos. I appreciate it either way. I appreciate it a lot. But I'm planning and hoping to work in the story a little bit more. Hence where we're going to circle back and talk about what we just saw. I hope that came across okay. I'm trying to get a little bit better at editing videos, trying to get a bit better at telling the stories that we're trying to tell. It takes some time, so I apologize. I'm definitely going to tell you that I'm going to try to stick to a schedule, but I'm going to hold myself accountable for trying to be better at editing and not trying to speed through things just to meet a schedule. So if that means videos have to be delayed, they have to be delayed, because I want to try to get better quality for everybody who watches the videos, and I appreciate you if you do. But as we just saw, and I hope that came across, I'm not going to try to re-explain everything because I'm hoping that the story comes across on its own. So apologize if I don't completely recap everything. Hopefully it came through fine. If you have any type of feedback on that, please let me know. I will definitely take it into account. I listen to every comment and feedback suggestion that I get, so I would appreciate it if you have it. But Emmerich here is not feeling the best. They have met some new friends, and if you've been paying attention to the channel, then you would have probably seen a couple of new Create Sim videos that I've released over the past few days. And yeah, those are some ambassadors, one of which from each of the foreign countries that have come with our travel locations, a la France, China, and Egypt. And they've come to visit Ulokea, trying to establish a line of connection. And while they were here, Emmerich had a bit of an issue. He's had a bit of a fainting spell, and it sort of left him in the bed and his family a little bit uncertain about what's going on or how they feel about these new ambassadors. So I think what we need to do this episode is go pay our ambassador friends a visit. We need to get to know them a little bit more, and we need to figure out whether or not we fully trust them or not, especially Griffin, who is our next heir in the line, and she wasn't very happy, at all about the situation and the way that sort of played out. So we have to go and pay them a visit because we have to get ourselves together. Emmerich is trying to step back and let his kids take over a little bit more in terms of what happens within Ulokea, because he knows he's getting older and eventually someday he will not be the one in charge. We all know Griffin's going to be our next heir because of the way that I typically pick an heir, which is through the hair color. There's really no reason as to why it's Griffin. It's just she was the firstborn with the red hair, and that's just sort of the way I've been doing this. So so Griffin's our next heir in line, and he's trying to step back and give his kids a little bit more freedom in terms of helping out and making more bigger decisions. And he also has another baby on the way because we all know why that happens. Because I don't pay attention and woohoo is a thing, and I turned it on and that happens. So yeah, that's why we have a new baby on way, even though I almost got all of them grown up and I'm thinking we're heading to the finish line, but nope, new baby. So that should be fun. It should be super fun. But I think what we're going to be working on right now, the family's kind of together, and I have our ambassadors moved into their current home, and they are sort of off and trying to keep a low profile and just sort of stay out of the way, but at the same time make themselves known, because that was the point of them coming here. So I think we're gonna get on the road and go pay them a visit because we need to have a bit of a chat. All right, so Emmerich's older children have sort of taken a trip over here to pay a visit to the homestead of the 3 ambassadors who have been staying here in Ulokea and who showed up the other day. Evie, as well as their youngest son, has stayed at home with Kage, and they're going to keep an eye on Emmerich, make sure he's doing okay, and that nothing really changes with him. But they're here to visit the 3 ambassadors. So we have our French ambassador, Anita Besson, we have our Chinese ambassador, Li Yun, and we have our Egyptian ambassador, Rua Setmana. So they're all here, and we're gonna start, just trying to get to know them a little bit and try to flesh them out. Did they do something? Should we be concerned about them? I feel like she would be a little bit shaky with some of them. I'm gonna have her do like a friendly introduction. No, you know what? She would be sort of standoffish. She would be standoffish. So she would be rude. She would be a little bit rude. She wouldn't. She doesn't wholly trust them. It seemed weird to her that they all showed up at this time, and then all of a sudden, everything starts to seem to go wrong. It seems like an odd coincidence. I also don't remember what the actual traits are of any of these Sims, by the way. So I apologize for not explaining what they are, because I don't remember. I hit the randomize button a couple times and I just went with the flow from there. So, oh my god, the horse is inside of the staircase. How? Baby, sweetie, what? How did you get under there? Why are you trying to go in the home? Is that okay? All right. Apparently, they've already adopted a horse, 1, and 2. I don't know how it got under the steps. This lovely house, by the way, was built by Diego. Diego and V have built quite a few homes that I have not gotten the money or the opportunity to place yet, mostly because of money, inside of the place here of Ulokea. Jesus, man, I'm like screwing up everything. I can't even remember what the freak I'm trying to talk about. But yeah, I haven't had the money up. Yep, she's yelling at him. I just sort of kind of want to see what. Oh my god, how do you like insult the guy and then like immediately start saying that you like him? This is every Sim that anybody ever chats with. It's like immediate attraction. There's no in between. But she yells at the guy's face, and then I imagine that she'd feel a little bit bad for being so aggressive right off the bat. So maybe we'll see about her trying to get to know him a little bit. Let's see. They're all sort of having their own little chats here, and I definitely want them to try to get to know everybody. Ask if he's single, I guess. What's up, my dude? How are you? I need to know your entire life story, where you come from. How big is your 401k? How big is your bank account? Please tell me all the details about everything that I need to know about you, because these are important details that we need to know. I feel like Griffin's brother is sort of keeping her a little sane here. Young Malbec is probably like, keeping her in a more good mood while she's talking to everyone here. Though Lee is he's sort of a nice guy. She likes Lee. Lee isn't that bad. Uh-oh. Everybody's digging on you, Rua. Apparently that's like a thing. You're a charmer, my boy. You're a charmer. But she's definitely getting to know everybody. She is... Despite being a little bit aggravated at their arrival and a little agitated and concerned, ultimately Griffin loves travel. She loves the idea of traveling, and she would most certainly want to try to know all of them, at least to some capacity. So, she's been chatted up here with her brother, with a little bit with Lee. I'm gonna try to get them introduced to everybody here. You know what? You talk to Lee for a bit. Maybe you should come over and greet Anita, and that'll be the last person who you haven't spoken with. She's getting a bit of an acquaintance here with Rua, and I think what we're gonna do. A dispute broke out between Lucia Estrada and Gail in front of the store. Oh no, that's crazy. But I think that what we're gonna do is try to have a little bit of a chat with them today, introduce ourselves and get to know them, and we're gonna invite them back a second time to the house. They're gonna come back and they have to chat again, and we're gonna have to see when Emmerich's feeling a bit better. They have to continue their conversations, because the point of this is they're trying to open up some land and be able to allow more flow of people into Ulokea, which right now is pretty limited about who comes in and who comes out. So we're trying to open up the doors to allow even more Sims from all of these locations to come in. It'd actually be pretty cool if we traveled there with Griffin and then maybe convince some people to move here. Maybe? Can we do that? Can we do that? I don't know if that's something we can do. Okay, so the Reyes children have spent the day chatting it up here with some of the ambassadors. I think Griffin's mind has been eased by at least two of them. It seems like she wants to be friends with Lee and wants to be friends with Anita, but I don't think she fully trusts Rua yet. Could have been, because he was the first one she interacted with when she came here, and she wasn't the nicest of person herself. But I don't think she still fully trusts him yet. She wants to become good friends with him, so she's already made friends with Lee over here, which is pretty cool. Somebody just fulfilled the wish. I don't even know. But everybody's making friends here, but I think it's about time for them to head home, and she's now friends with Anita. So I think she's getting a bit more comfortable with them, and I think she might be comfortable enough to be able to invite them back in order to maybe talk again with her father once he's feeling better, because obviously, he still needs to talk with them, or they were in the process of just talking and chatting about things that are going to be going on, and then watch the stars. Wait, how is she behaving inappropriately? He asked her to watch the stars, and somehow Iona's the one behaving inappropriately? What the heck? How does that make any sense? It makes no sense. I don't understand. How does that happen? Okay, she didn't even do it, and the horse is under the stairs again. Why are you under there? What are you doing under the stairs? I don't understand why you're under the stairs, sweetie. There's so much space that you could run. You got a whole stable over there. You don't have to live under the stairs. Is this some type of bizarre animal cruelty? Should I be reporting this? Alright, so the Reyes children, at least some of them, have made it home or are on their way home. They should be, if I'm not mistaken. And to good news, because their father is feeling better and apparently woohooing with his wife in his daughter's bed. Because that's what you come home to after your dad has a fainting spell. This is why they need to be monitored at all time. If she wasn't already pregnant, this would be a problem. See, I leave them unattended for one day, and this is the result of what we get. This is, you know what? You guys need to be, monitored. You need to be monitored. I don't know what else to say, because you guys are, she still got some time left in this age group, and you guys will probably have 7 more kids if I don't watch you. Why are you sitting in there so eerily creepy in your winter? He is a weird child. A weird child indeed. Alrighty, everyone, good morning. We are up here the next day with the family, and everybody's getting themselves together and having their breakfast. And then I get the notification that our bills are due. They're 11,000, guys. My. It hurts my pockets so deep to have to pay that. It hurts, but we have to pay it. But they're enjoying some breakfast, and I think what we're gonna do today is to call over our new friends, our ambassador friends. We're gonna bring them over so that they can chat with Emmerich, who's feeling a lot better now, and didn't really get the chance to talk to them much. He didn't really get the chance to know them much, or sort of hear what they're here for, and about their proposal on trying to get more traffic here through Ulokea and try to maybe get even a bigger population from some other places, because Ulokea still has the reputation of being cursed. That's right, it used to be a place that's cursed and it's got that reputation, and people still see it that way. So it's hard to get some people to want to migrate here, which means we need a lot of money, and it's hard to get money because we can't get people. So we have to get more of them in, and this lady just made it to gardening level, so that's good. So what we're going to do is invite our ambassadors over so that hopefully they can start pushing in more and more people into Ulokea. Now I have a mod that turns off my phones, but I need it to be able to throw myself a little bit of a party, which is what we're going to do here. So we're going to throw ourselves a party. I feel like I throw parties all the time, but that's the easiest way to get to know people in this medieval setting, because phones are not a thing, even though I use them to place the calls, but still, the only way you can do it is to invite people over. So let's throw ourselves a bit of a little house party. Is that the best option we have? It is a little house party. We're gonna have a little house party. Let's do it at like 1, maybe. You know what? Let's do it at 2. Let's do it. Let's do it at like 2. The dress code is going to be casual attire, and I know exactly who I'm inviting, which is our new friends, Anita. Where are the rest of them? There we go. Super small guest list of Anita, Rua, and Lee. These are our 3 that we really need to have, our ambassadors, but there are a couple more people that I want to invite, and that's Justine and Tristan. You guys know why, okay? I've been trying every time I have a party to entice the 2 of them to try for a baby, and nothing has stuck and nothing has worked, so I'm trying it again. Every time I get the opportunity, I'm gonna try it until it works, guys. Until it works. We have to keep trying. I mean, as of yet, we have been severely unsuccessful in that front, but we're gonna keep trying until we succeed. Alrighty, everybody. So our party is in full swing. Our ambassadors have come. I'm sorry, I sort of skipped a bit there because I had a weird script error that happened and it reset some people. But we're back now. So I apologize for that. But yeah, we've had we have our guests, and our party guests are here, and our ambassadors, more importantly, have arrived. They're here because Griffin invited them over so that they can sort of touch base with her dad again. Her dad didn't really get the chance to talk to them too much, and she sort of wants his opinion as well. She had her apprehensions about them, but she wants to see how her dad's going to feel about them at the end of the day, and whether or not he's going to trust them, because she trusts her dad's opinion and she wants to know what he's going to think. So he is in the process of introducing himself to all of the different ambassadors. He's introducing himself to Lee, while Iona's over here chatting it up with Rua a little bit, trying to become friendly with him. Where did Anita go? Did she bail? What the heck? Anita, I don't know where she is, but Justine is here because she heard her brother was not feeling the best. She heard he wasn't feeling up to par, and that he had a little bit of an ailment hit him the other day. So she came by to pay him a visit and just say hello and take a look at who's doing the waddles. That's right, you guys. Evie is doing the waddles. If you want to leave me baby names, please feel free to do so. I am not very creative. I normally use a random name generator to help me pick the names of my babies because I am not creative. So I'm going to use you guys as my random name generator, and I'm asking you guys to give me baby names if you have them. Leave them in the comments. I will write them down, and I pick a name at random. I keep a list of every name that has been given to me, and I pick a boy and a girl name, as I never know the gender, and we are just going to, wing it and picking the names. So if you want to give me any baby names for baby unexpected, then please feel free to. Why are you standing that close to her? That was an odd moment. I mean, if you wanted to give her a smooch, you could do that. I don't think your husband would like it, but I mean, I wouldn't tell you not to if that's what you wanted to do. But everybody here is just greeting up everyone. Okay, yeah, he's given an introduction to Rua now, so this is number 2. He almost instantly liked Lee. I feel like most people like Lee. Oh, never mind. Another instant friend here, but then again, Emmerich is pretty high in a lot of skill points, and it's very easy for him to make friends. But let's get him to also greet Anita over here. Once, oh, the horse is there too. Once his wife is done sort of just chatting with her a little bit, she's probably like, your hair is so beautiful. How do you get your hair so gorgeous? Those blonde, luscious locks just flowing like beautiful spaghetti. That's probably not the best way to describe somebody's hair and in a friendly manner. Did they bring their horse here? I'm so confused. When did the horse get here? Its name is Didi Besson. But when did the horse come to the lot? Did they bring their horse here when they came? And I just didn't pay attention. I don't remember seeing this horse appear here on the lot. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to bring the horse, but why did you bring your horse? It's a baby. It can't. Is it because it's a baby? Like they can't leave it at home by itself? I'm trying to figure out how that works. But and I guess we could like get you to meet the horse. If Didi is a girl horse, maybe we could have horse babies in the future. We gotta continue the horse lineage. I'm still determined to do that. And you in your daughter's bed again. You guys have a problem, okay? I don't know why, but you guys have a problem. And for some reason you can only, oh, look at this. Someone wants to get a little bit romantic here with one of the ambassadors. I see what you're doing, Iona. I see what you're doing. You were getting flirty over there with him, and I see what you're doing. I see what pages she's calling on. No wonder she's a huge fan of the ambassadors. We see. Let's see. You know what? I feel like that her sister would probably mess with her about it. He's the only one though that she's not even friends with Lee yet, but still, I'm gonna see if we can do it. Let's see. Let's have her sister sort of toy with her a little bit. I think she'd be like, you like him, then go for it. I mean, why not, right? Can I not convince her to do that? Is that not something that I can do? That's disappointing. Hold on, like, let me see. Okay, so I don't think I have the option to convince to, because I think when the game gets a script error and it has that weird error kick, I don't think it considers this a party anymore. I genuinely think the game glitches out when that happens, and then it doesn't consider like my party a party anymore. That's kind of weird, but it only happened to like one sim. Like Iona had a weird script error and it reset her right before the party started, but maybe the game does not consider my party a party anymore when that happens. So that's a bit disappointing, because I was going to see if I could convince her sister to try to convince either him or her to try to give each other a smooch. And I wanted to see how that was going to pan out if I didn't direct them to do it, but I tried to convince them when in the game. But I don't think I get that option because it's not considered a party, and that is sad. I don't know if there's any way for me to trigger another party, which is what I was supposed to have, but yeah, that's sad. Maybe next time I can try to wreak havoc on people's lives and convince them to do things that, I'm not supposed to. Maybe that's why Tristan never showed up. You know what? I think I owe Tristan a apology. I owe Tristan a ethereal apology for completely bashing him and telling him he needs to show up to my party next time. I mean, the baby horse came to my party, but Tristan didn't come to my party. And that is something that I found unacceptable. But apparently it's because my party's not a party, so I have to cut him some slack there. Tristan, you get a pass. All right? You don't have to worry about me finding my revenge on you when you show up. You get a pass, all right? Oh my god, so cute. I leave them alone and they're flirting. That's so cute. It's so cute. Aw, that's adorable. I left them alone for a minute and they got all flirty. That's adorable. That's actually honestly really cute. where is Lee? I wanted her to talk to Lee because she wants to be friends with Lee, and I have no idea where Lee is. So I guess maybe we're not chatting with Lee, but it's going on like 11 p.m. here, and I'm pretty sure my party's not a party at this point, because normally a party would have ended and everybody would have been bailing on me and leaving the party immediately. So I don't think my party is a party anymore, which is disappointing, but what you gonna do about it, right? At the end of the day, though, I think that Emmerich is stir crazy, is upstairs, probably just finishing woohooing again with his wife in his daughter's bed because he's twisted like that. And we need to get him out of the house to have some fun. That's what we need to do next episode, is to get the family out. It's actually the fall, which I honestly was not paying attention to, and we need to get prepared for winter anyway. We need some firewood, because remember my rule that we got to have the fires lit every single night during the winter because it gets too cold. So we need to go gather some firewood, so it'd be a good opportunity for him to get out of the house. Evie needs to get out of the house. She also has a bit of a stir crazy moodlet here, and it looks like Iona is sort of crushing a little bit on our ambassador here. I told you he was a charmer. I kind of saw he was a little bit of a charmer when he first showed up, and I think it's proven. Like, her mom's just like casually walking past, like, don't mind me, I didn't see anything, like, continue on with your flirting. Oh, it's so sweet though. It's so cute. Oh, looks like she found romance. See, all it took was me moving some new Sims into the world, and that's all it took. And he's stir crazy too, so everybody in the house needs to get out, man. Like the housekeepers, their son is riding a horse in his room in his underwear, and it's just I mean, we need to he's also dude, you guys were in the house for one day. I don't understand how you get so stir crazy, but it's time for the house to go to bed. My guests are just, I guess, gonna hang out here until they want to go home because they can, and it's not a party, so I can't kick them out. So I'm just gonna let them sort of do whatever they want. She's gonna go eat. He's already eating. Iona, how are you feeling? You want to try to flirt with your friend some more? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. Okay, let's see though. Let's go ahead and let her actually flirt. Let me. Don't try for a baby just yet. That would be an interesting way to do it, but let's not try for a baby. Let's compliment his appearance and see what's going on here, since you guys are outside and you sort of want to see if you can get yourself a little bit of a smooch, Oh my god, the baby horse is sleeping. Oh, he's so cute. Look at that. Oh, Griffin's walking past. He's like, I'm watching you. Don't you do anything to my sister. I'm watching. I got my eye on you. I see you. Don't you dare. And then Justine is even like, I feel like Justine would probably be rooting her on though. She's a little bit of a chaos starter herself. Can I just, you know what? Just go for it. See if he goes for it. Let's go for it. She went for it. She went for it. Oh, okay, it works. Oh, snap. That was just a total go for it. She's never had a boyfriend or had a crush in her life, but she does today, guys. She does today. This is a good development. I enjoy this. This is a good development. This is what we need. Oh my god, and we got 15,000. Huh, I'll take it. I'll take it. I think that comes from our investments and our properties. Why are you sick? Oh, he ate bad food. I was gonna say, did I said something wrong and now you're pregnant too? Because uh-oh, her aunt's coming over to scold him. Like, this is my niece. What do you think you're doing, putting your lips on my niece? Look, I don't know you. You've been here for like a day and you're already trying to flirt it up with my niece. Okay, this needs to stop. Look at Justine coming to the rescue like she's a actual, like, good upstanding adult, knowing that she just wants to start drama. We all know how you are, Justine. But at this point, it's 12 a.m. and I think we're gonna end this episode. So some developments have been made. A impromptu romance has been established. New friends have been made and moved into Ulokea. Evie's gotten her pregnant waddle on. She wants to see her daughter get married, so she probably wouldn't bat an eyelash about this. Griffin has calmed down a bit in the sense that she's sort of thinks that these guys are okay. She still doesn't fully trust him though. She still doesn't fully trust Rua, which is just kind of funny because her sister's digging him and she's just like, I don't know how I feel about that guy just yet. But it looks like next episode we're going to be trying to get the family out. Emmerich still obviously has not fully recovered from his ordeal because he's feeling sick now and eating bad food. So, you know, but I think the next episode we got to get the family out to get a little bit of fresh air under their belts. We need to start collecting some firewood to be able to sustain ourselves for the winter. We need to keep going forward with this romance that we have budding here between Iona and Rua, because why not? She asked for it first. So whatever she's getting herself into is herself. It looks like Madeline Mirren has been living large and beyond her means. What? As she's unable to pay her most recent tax bill. The town has given her a temporary loan, but it will not only last long. Okay, well, I think we need to check on Logan. So that looks like what we're going to be doing next episode too. So I'm going to end this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a like or don't. That's up to you. But I do hope that you'll come back and join me for more of The Sims 3 For the Realm Challenge here on the channel. Thanks all. Bye-bye.